Hey, hardcore Hog fans. Welcome to Razorback football 2025-2026. Sixth year of Sam Pittman. I'm Rick DeWeese, and I'm here with my trusty co-host, Jorge Rodriguez Amigo, George Waddell from Beverly Hills, California. What's up, my brother?
It's another beautiful day in LA. Hey, bro, I'm ready for football. August 1, that is today. Year 6, Sam Pittman. Year 2, Bobby Petrino. Year 2, quarterback situation. I'm ready.
Let's
Can't
go.
wait. Let's go.
I love it. Well, I watched the SEC football media day. I watched Sam Pittman's press conference just the other day. I'm optimistic here, buddy. And you know me, I'm Mr. Optimism. So I know I'm going to get some criticism from Lang and Neil and Bruce and Paul probably. But I've been listening to the tone in Sam Pittman's voice, and I'm here to tell you, buddy, I've got a lot of faith in this year's crew. Sam Pittman loves his team. He loves his individuals, but I'm telling you, as a team, he's loving what they got going on.
And you know what I think, too, is the fact that Sam Pittman knows what a team looks like because he's been at Georgia. He's seen some Arkansas teams that look really good. He knows how, I think, and if I heard this correct, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but he's too deep on the line. And when I say too deep, I mean he's got two guys to fill every position. And if it's a Sam Pittman approved offensive line, I think he knows what he's talking about.
Well, here's the great thing. He's so sold on the fact that his team is complete. He's too deep everywhere. Like he's having trouble in the defensive backs position because he's got like 7 or 8 guys that are ready to go. He says they all have size. They're all ready to go, and any of them could play at any time. He's very comfortable with his linemen, especially his offensive line. He loves his linebackers. He loves their speed. I mean, he is sold on every part. And here's the best part about it, George. We don't have a lot of injured players going into this season right now. We are stacked with healthy football players. Now, I'm not here to say that that's not going to change in the next few weeks, but we're as healthy as we've ever been going into the season.
Yeah. Usually, too, because we're so running back heavy, it feels like every offseason, one of these guys, your star guy, has been used so much to just grind in what is always the most difficult schedule in America. I mean, you look at our schedule and it's a monster. And to come through that schedule from last year and to come in here with healthy guys is going to be great.
Well, yeah, and I think another thing, one of the things that Sam is really proud about coming out of this summer is that these guys, this team has had some leaders emerge from the team, and he mentioned it in the fact, and this is what gets to me, is when they go have a workout and they voluntarily decide to go bowling afterwards, or they voluntarily decide to go biking together or those kind of things. He said the only reason that happens, and I've been around this a long time in summers, it's not mandatory for you to be there. And so the fact that these kids are getting along so well, and whoever the leadership is that's emerging in this team, they are cohesive in sticking together throughout the day. So I love that part. That's what gives me confidence.
Yeah, and it seems like, as Arkansas, we've always been Arkansas based in our players and always had, one or two key Arkansas players. It seems like more and more now that you're recruiting through, you know, different ways than just high school, that these guys are cobbled together.
Yeah.
So they form a brotherhood, a natural brotherhood, probably one that is more like a fraternity than it is a football team because they're coming in from all over the United States of America and some from overseas to Arkansas, and where everybody pulls and you get all the press. Everybody pulls for Arkansas in Arkansas.
Well,
So
and it goes down to the coaches too. There's a great line of coaches, all the way from the strength coach up that brings these guys together, and I think it's pretty cool. I can't wait to see how they come out and perform. What we need to do is hop into the schedule right away
yeah,
because all about this show.
yep,
This is not a typical prediction Thursday. This is preseason prediction, and we're going to run through the schedule real quick and figure out which games we're going to win and which games we might not win.
yep. I think
So
it's a
obviously,
preseason prediction
yes,
for Hardcore Hog on Facebook. And if you're a member of Hardcore Hog on Facebook, you can participate in this because we'll be posting this video, of course, on YouTube. But unless you're a Hardcore Hog on Facebook, you're not going to be able to vote on
right.
this. So just want
Hey,
to
now
make
I'm expecting a lot of feedback on Facebook. I don't care. I want all unfiltered comments. If you don't like what we had to say, by God, you better tell us
yeah.
because George and I are the we're a football aficionado. So
Well, and
what
I
what what
actually,
we say is usually the gospel because I can tell you at the end of the season, I'm going to argue with everybody that argues with me when we win these games that I say we're going to win, and I come back at the end of the season. George, you're going to look at me and go, "Golly, Deweese, you're pretty damn good,"
yeah,
but
you're
it's not
you're
going to be
pretty
easy
you're
to
pretty
get
good
there.
last year. Pretty good
Yeah, I
last year,
know.
I
I
must
was
say.
pretty good.
Yeah, you're on it. You're on it. Well, so this is Sam Pittman's sixth season. Bobby Petrino's second. I'm excited about that. And they open up with Alabama A&M, which sounds like a laugher, but that's from all the research that I've done.
Well, this will be an easy game. I mean, this is nothing more than a practice pickup game, in my opinion. It would be the days of Arkansas losing to Citadel, back in the day. That's just not going to happen on this go around. This team is so much stronger. And we'll get into individuals next week or in 2 weeks when we do our pregame stuff. But this team is so much stronger that I think the Alabama A&M game is going to be a clinic. So we can pretty much just get through that game and chalk that up as a win. I'm looking forward to, and I'm certain everybody else is, the September 6th Arkansas State game in Little Rock.
Yeah. Well,
That's going to be fantastic.
I think last year, the first game of the year, Bobby Petrino's first, at the helm, first game at the helm as offensive coordinator. They scored every time they touched the football. That was the first game of the year. And we were all like, okay, offensive efficiency was off the chart. I mean, they were way off the chart. So I think that's what they're looking for the first game of the year: offensive efficiency, making sure everybody lines up right, making, substitutions, just, practicing the football game. And here comes poor Arkansas State. I'm sorry. I love Arkansas, all things Arkansas. I love Arkansas State, but, you know, punch these punks in the mouth,
Well,
right?
hey, listen, I think Arkansas State is going to put up a great fight.
Good.
A well coached football team, well disciplined. I don't think they're going to come in and let the Hogs run all over them. Now, we might, because we're going to be a powerful football team, but I think Arkansas State's going to be playing very conservative when it comes to making decisions just so they don't get their ass kicked. But I think it'll be a great game. I can't wait for it. I think it's a great in-state connection. I hope it continues for a long time. But I'm afraid they're catching the Hogs at a really, really good time. And they're going to have to catch them somewhere down the road in 10 years when they may be not as good as they are this year.
And the fact that it's in Little Rock, that story facility seems appropriate. That War Memorial Stadium would be the first inaugural Arkansas State
Yeah,
Indians, Arkansas State Red Wolves, whatever you want to call them.
yeah.
I think that it's kind of one of those proud moments for the state. I'm glad we did it finally, because it was kind of it, it was kind of embarrassing that we.
Well, you remember all the years. We used to everybody used to talk about it back in the Frank Broyles days, and Frank just wouldn't play anybody in state. There was a group that said, yeah, let's do it, and there was a group that said, no, no way. But I mean, I think it's a great thing to do. Every other state in America does it. I mean, Ohio State. I mean, you name it. There's a million schools across the United States that play each other in state.
Yeah.
So why
Well,
not?
are there like preparations being made? I mean, is there like the whole city of Little Rock? You live in Little Rock, so obviously it's going to be a big deal. It's sold out, I'm sure. Is it like 50-50 ticket
Listen,
sales to each, or is it all Razorback? And sorry about your
I mean, I don't know.
contributors, Arkansas.
I don't know how they're going to divide the tickets, to be honest with you. I think it probably, if I was them, it would just be a free for all.
Is it a
It's a
Sid
Little Rock
Vicious?
game. I mean,
Is it a Sid Vicious weekend
it's
that
the
weekend?
it's the Sid's Vicious Bowl. But I mean, at the end of the day, War Memorial only seats like, I don't know, 30,000 or something. It's
No,
very small.
52,000.
40? Okay, 52? Still
52,000. Yeah.
still very small. So I don't know. Here's the one problem. It is very likely to be 100 degrees in the stadium on those steel bleachers, and everybody knows what that September Little Rock game looks like. It is brutal. So, even if it does sell out, I guarantee you, if you look at the cameras, it's going to be half empty by halftime because people can't stand the heat. That thing is a cooker. So that's going to be a problem. However, I do believe the golf course will be jam packed and everybody will be watching from outside under a tent.
It's got to be on TV, right? It's got to be on TV, right?
Oh, I would think so. I mean, obviously, I mean, everything's on TV now. That's right. Everything's on TV.
Yeah.
But anyway, from there, we go to Ole Miss.
Right.
And we're at Ole Miss. Okay. Now that's going to be a tricky one. George, I'm going to be bold here, and I'm going to give Arkansas the win. But I'm going to say this. It will set the precedent for how we play on the road. Ole Miss is a very good football team, and if we pull out a victory in Ole Miss, then I'm telling you, we will be a fantastic 9-win football team this year.
I agree with you.
It's the number one. We have to win that game, my opinion.
I'm also manifesting this because they have a new quarterback, right?
Yeah. Because what's his name? Dart left.
Yeah. Dart left?
Yeah, Dart got drafted.
All right, yeah. Dart left. Good riddance. Let me tell you. Because that kid knocked us around for 63 points. So it's early enough in the season, I think, that you get their new quarterback. You get him
who, by the way, is a badass. Don't short yourself on that. But I get you. I'm following you.
Yeah. But you get our defensive line after this cat early in the season, make him think about what's crawling up his spine, then I think we could rattle him, use one of those 14 defensive backs that we have, because I think that's what we're recruited for, going up against this now prolific, hurry up offense almost everywhere. So you got to have defensive back after defensive back after defensive back, or they're gassed. So I think we could sneak. I don't know why we have Ole Miss. We beat them that one time at Ole Miss. I don't know why we have their number, but I think you're right, Rick. I think if we beat Ole Miss, then it could be a really memorable.
Well, let me tell you this one thing that Sam Pittman mentioned that really got me to thinking about the teams like Ole Miss, and even when Notre Dame comes to town. But at the end of the day, Pittman was very excited about how big his cornerbacks are and how fast they are, bigger than they've ever been and faster than they've ever been. That is going to give quarterbacks nightmares. Seriously, like they are going to their strategies. And then also, I mean, seriously, we got so many safeties that are ready to go. Sam Pittman basically said, we have a safety for every package we run. I don't care if it's the hog package, the whatever, the 31, the 51, all the packages they run. He said, I got a different safety that's perfect for every package. And I'm like, oh, that's going to give quarterbacks some nightmares back there, you know,
Yeah. Well, I
because you
mean,
just don't know.
having big defensive backs, they cover so much more space in the last 2 yards of a pass completion. They just cover up way more space. If we can get these guys to play the position where they know when the ball is coming, like I can remember so many times playing a cornerback position, you knew you could see the guy, that you're covering. You could see his eyes and you knew if the ball was coming. So you kind of in an instant be able to read that and to it if you could.
Hey, just think about this too. Think about when you go corner blitz. I mean, you have a whole new fresh linebacker coming at you. These boys are linebacker sized cornerbacks. They are not your typical cornerback. They are extra linebackers that are quick, nimble athletes playing cornerback. So put them in a blitz package. Now what are you thinking about? I mean, so that's my thought on Ole Miss. I think Petrino's going to put together the proper offensive packages that, like we talked about earlier, they're not going to score every time, but they're going to score a lot. And so the trick is going to be to keep the other team from scoring. Remember last year I said punt, 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 punt. The more they punt, the more we win. And so that's my theory with Ole Miss. So, I mean, we'll move past that and we'll move to Memphis, playing the Liberty Bowl, baby.
Rick DeWeese's old hometown, ladies and gentlemen.
Love
Not
the
not
Liberty Bowl.
not such a well-known fact. Moved
Love
here.
the Liberty Bowl. Been there. Listen, I watched Bear Bryant's last football game ever in the Liberty Bowl, which
Yeah,
was the Liberty Bowl
yeah,
game.
yeah.
And I still have a plastic cup, that commemorated that Bear Bryant last football game. Awesome time. It was like way back when I was in like eighth or ninth, 10th grade. But anyway, I think that'll be a classic game. Can't wait to see some old friends there. Memphis is I go a little too far saying great. Memphis is a very good football team. I enjoyed watching them last year a lot.
Do you pull
I
for them?
don't
Do you pull for them when they're playing anybody else other than the Razorbacks?
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
my
yeah,
mother calls me every time. My
yeah.
mother calls me and asks, "How do I get Memphis State on the television set? How do I get Memphis State on the television set? Get me dialed in. I got to see Memphis State play."
She's a grad,
Uh,
right?
I go, "Mom, it's the University of Memphis now." And she goes, "No, it's not. It's Memphis State." But no, my dad went to college there. That's where my dad
Okay,
went. That's
that's
where
the
he
cool.
pitched.
Yeah.
That's where he pitched baseball and set a few records. But anyway, I look forward to that game. I think it'll be fun. I'm gonna try to get over there. But I think that's another win. I mean,
Yeah,
so look, for God's sakes, I'm already 1, 2, 3, 4 and up.
yeah,
I'm already
yeah.
4 and up, and then we're
We're
gonna.
on fire. We're on
I
fire,
mean,
Big Luis.
I
We're on
mean,
fire.
we're killing it now. We're killing it.
Yeah.
We're 4 and up,
And then, and
and
then,
then Notre Dame rolls into
oh,
town.
damn.
Oh. But look, hang on. God, I hate to be so optimistic. I'm going to get so much criticism. I hope.
The Golden Dome comes to Fayetteville, bro. How hype is Dixon gonna be for that game? I mean, that's like once in 2 millennia.
Listen, I'm just hoping that by now most of our super hardcore Hog fans have tuned out
Yeah,
because we're talking too long.
yeah,
But I'm here to tell you, when Notre Dame comes to town, first of all, you talk about jam packed. It's going to be jam ass packed. I mean, inside and outside of that stadium, they're going to get the real deal taste
yeah.
of Razorback football. So I'm,
Rick, I hope that that the Razorback ticket holders will hold on to their tickets and not surrender their tickets to all these Notre Dame people that there's a lot of Notre Dame fans that have been, baked in there since birth.
You
So
can't get tickets right now. You can't get tickets.
I bet you can't get a hotel room within like
No,
100
no,
miles of
no, no. That's been done since they announced the date,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, there's no tickets available, and no, nobody's surrendering a ticket. I mean, it's a date set on everybody's calendar. It is a perfect date. I mean, if you think about it, Notre Dame is on the 27th of September.
Mhm.
What's going on the 27th of September? Nothing except Razorback football. It's not like it's some sort of a special day. It's a
Yeah,
perfect date.
yeah.
So I think the Golden Dome heads are going to come there, and I'm
Yeah.
afraid I got to,
Wait,
George,
wait, wait. Go ahead.
what, I got to give it another win. I'm sorry. I got to go 5-0. I'm sorry, 5-0. Notre Dame is not an SEC team. Let's get that straight.
I
They
kind of like.
gone.
I kind of like it.
They
I kind of
gone.
like. I mean, they really have an opportunity, Rick, and my ears are pinned back because I don't get the deep research AI like you do. Like to call it the RI. I call it the Rick
Rick Intelligence.
intelligence. So I
Hey,
know sometimes Rick intelligence he hallucinates, but
but here
this
we are, 5-0, baby, 5-0. Let's talk
5
about it.
and 0 and let's go because we got to go to Tennessee
Oh,
where
oh.
that's a tough mofo. That's a
Here's
tough.
here's the problem. Now
Because
you got all these.
used
Now
up
you got
all
all
our
these.
Tennessee credits last year.
Lord, look, you got all these rabid Razorback fans. We're 5-0. Woo, national champions.
It's a formula. It's like
Then you go
Einstein
to
writes these formulas up on the wall. Get Arkansas's undefeated dream season way up there in hope for all these Razorback fans until they play Tennessee.
and then you get to Neyland Stadium, and you're gonna go loss. Then we go to A&M, loss.
Yeah.
Then you're then I'm sorry, A&M's coming to us. Then
Thank you.
Auburn. Then Auburn. Hey, yeah, yeah, they beat us. I'm sorry. I know. Hey, look, George.
With wins over Notre Dame and Ole
Yes.
Miss.
Listen, I'm 5-0.
Okay.
I got to give up something, but I'm just telling you, at 5-0, it's going to be mayhem. The freaking radio stations are going to be going nuts. The fans are going to be freaking national champion. Can't wait. They're
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
hoisting the
Yeah.
trophy.
Yeah.
And then Tennessee's going to break your heart. Then A&M comes to town and breaks your heart. Then Auburn comes to town and breaks your heart. Now we're 5-3. Now we're a regular football team.
Now we're just out of the top 10, really thin.
So let's
Need a
go
win.
win number. Hey, let's go win number 6 at Mississippi State. That's easy enough. They're
All
going to
right.
come see us.
Yeah. Licking our
Then
wounds.
so now we're what? 6-3. 6-3. Oh, you just looked at the next 2 games, didn't you? Now we're 6-3. We're kicking ass still. Oh God, go to LSU. Oh God, go to Texas. And then, Missouri, which is no bullshit, they're coming to see us. But we're 6-3. Now we're 6-4. Now we're 6-5. Let's go 7-5.
7-5.
And
Break
that's
the
gonna have to be I hate it. After a 5-0 start, bro, I'm going 5-0. Listen, I can't wait to see the comments from Lang and Neil and all those boys. But I'm telling you, however you get there, I think it's 7-5. But I'd love to see a 5-0 start because we've got a great chance if we have that confidence.
Yeah, I see your reasoning. The Notre Dame win would be one of those chances to change the perception of the program
Right.
nationally.
And you're either going to get a win at Notre Dame, a win at LSU. A win against a win against Notre Dame, a win at LSU, or a win at Texas. You're going to get one of those wins.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it be Notre Dame because I'd love to see us go 5-0 and see what that confidence does for us as we proceed through the season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't be undefeated unless you go 5-0.
That's exactly right. I'd rather see us do that than be like, 3-2, and then all of a sudden we're 6-2.
Yeah.
You really never got you really never got in the saddle. You never really got your feet in the stirrups.
But Rick,
So
what strikes me about the 2025 schedule is it's like the Twilight Zone. You have Arkansas State, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Tennessee, A&M, Auburn, Mississippi State, LSU, Texas, and Missouri on the schedule.
wait, we've got the number 3 schedule in the nation because of the away games. We got to make an at Tennessee run, an at LSU, and an at Texas, and at Ole Miss. That is not a fantastic at schedule, I can promise.
It's going to be a bloodbath to get to 7-5 with this schedule. And that's the problem with Arkansas's schedule is we seems like we have to play everybody. Everybody else has to play us.
Welcome to the SEC.
No
well,
shit.
I think next year
that's the SEC and the best of the Southwest Conference.
Hey, what's the Razorbacks fan? What's the
and
Razorback?
The Big 12 Conference.
Hey, what's the Razorback fans' favorite last words?
What's that? Absolutely.
Next year,
I've lived on that philosophy for
40 years.
7. Well, I'm going to see. And subtract 19, probably 40 plus years.
Yeah.
Next year.
So that's what I was about to say is, well, next year, at least we'll get all these people at home.
Yeah. I mean, but how do you get over the hump? Because I looked up the history of Arkansas Razorback football. And
you don't get over the hump.
We're in the like a 30, as far as established programs, we're in the 30s. We're not an elite program, but we're one that comes up with a marquee win in a season, and then there's some heartbreak or there's some there's some tragedy or somebody stumbles, somebody throws an interception.
Well, you know what it was last year, right? You remember last year, the theme, turnovers. We were one turnover away. One turnover, one score, one turnover, one score.
Yeah. If we had not turned that ball over, it seemed like we said that every game. We would be ahead right now by 2 scores and not down by 1.
But my answer to that, my general answer to that overall in life has always been, well, if Moby Dick was a minnow, he wouldn't have sunk the boat.
Right. Yeah.
You got to think about that.
Yeah.
If you could, you would you. But if Moby Dick was a minnow, he wouldn't have sunk the boat. Well, Moby Dick wasn't a minnow.
Yeah.
So he sunk the freaking boat.
Yeah.
That's right.
The best of times or the worst of times.
Yeah. If I could, you would you. And we seem to be the victim of if I could, you would you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, buddy. I know it's going to be a fun season. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to build the audience into a really hardcore hog audience. So anybody else that sees this and thinks that we're crazy, then you're right. We are.
Yes.
We're fucking nuts about the hog. Yeah,
you're right.
So that's why we do this, because I started this Facebook page to just group together all the hog fans that I knew. And it kind of grew from that. So we're going to predict.
Like, by the way, 12 years ago or so.
Yeah. So it's become a thing. We're going to predict the score every Thursday. And if you're a member of Hardcore Hog, you're welcome to chip in. And if you win that week's score, you get a shot at being on this program the next week. Then, on YouTube, all you knuckleheads, since it's going out public, that want to argue, I'll set up some way of responding to you, but it's not going to be me. I ain't got time. So we will designate that probably to I don't know. There's a guy, Jay Lawson, that you do not want to fucking argue with, and I would love for him to monitor the YouTube page and respond to all you knuckleheads that badmouth hardcore Hog fans.
That's
So
right. That's right, buddy.
that's what's in store for this season.
All right. Well, that's a
Season
good
2, bro.
pregame.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went
great seeing
long,
you.
but it was we had to go through the whole season.
No, that's a good 30-minute show there, pal. That's all good. We listen, we got it going on. Let's see what the people say. All right. Peace out, hardcore Hog fans. Let's go.